Did you see it right?
Yeah. Who are you though?
Black Jesus.
You who?
Black Jesus.
Now you some kind of professional. You play football, basketball, or something?
Basketball.
What school you went to?
I'm not from here.
You're not? Where you from?
South Carolina.
Okay. Where you going? So you play basketball?
Yeah.
You can go to the NBA?
I'm already in there.
Who you playing for?
The Grizzlies.
Your new favorite team. Your new favorite team, the Grizzlies.
That's the team that boy played, Jari.
That's him.
That's him? You that boy that?
You that boy.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Ja Morant.
You forgot it, right?
How awesome is her reaction? And I love her questions. She wasn't letting him go in the beginning. Shannon, back to the original comment, though. Do you have any issue with Jaw calling himself the Black Jesus?
That's you him, you that boy? Skip, look. I thought it was a great gesture about what he did. But, I mean, come on, Jaw, bro. Yeah, I'm going to need you to get some more years up under your belt and accomplish a few more things before you step out there like that. Now, if I'm Black Jesus, I'm gonna make the NBA Finals. I ain't gonna get hurt, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm one of the top 5 players in the NBA. That's just me if I'm Black Jesus.
Yep.
So I look, Skip, and I heard that's what everybody refers to Michael Jordan as. All the old guard, the OGs, all of them, Reggie Miller, all the old, that's how they refer to Michael Jordan.
I got it.
And Mike didn't give himself that name. No. Now, he will occasionally refer to himself. You catch him at the right moment, right time. He will let you know that he's Michael Jordan and you're not. But come on, Ja. Come on. And like I said, I love the kid's moxie. I love what he's been able to do. And Skip, remember I told you, I said, Skip, I think I would take Ja over Zion for the health issues. But when you look at it, man, Ja been nicked a little bit himself. Now, he hadn't missed the time that Zion has. No. And I think he's going to be nicked, Skip, because of the style that he plays. He has a really, really slender frame. He's not built like, because AI built like that. But AI was tough.
Was he? Whew.
Man, that joke was tougher than wet leather. Oh. Maybe I don't want to Skip. I'm not one of them old guys to get off my yard. Kids walking on my yard and find it's just grass. You know, dog take poop on my yard, just pick it up. I'm good. I ain't losing, going crazy about that. But it did kind of rub me. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way that he said that.
I didn't love it either, but I don't love anything like that. If Larry Bird wants to say of Michael Jordan after he scored 63 points, that was God disguised as Michael Jordan, I'm cool with that.
Yes.
But, Ja, man, I'm trying so hard to love you, and you won't quite let me because you get fuller and fuller of yourself before you've proven anything.
Right.
He wasn't there for the last 3 games against Golden State, or I believe it would have been a different story, but I don't know that for a fact.
And hell, I might have called you Black Jesus if you'd got your team to the NBA Finals.
I picked him to get to the finals.
You did?
And then he wasn't available for the last 3 games because he's got balky knees. You got to get through it. He missed 25 games this year with balky knees. I don't know exactly if they're already getting arthritic, if he can't take the pounding. He flies high.
Right.
And just like AI, it's a long way to the floor. And it's called hardwood for a reason.
Right.
It's hardwood. And if you get way up there as a little man, you got to fall way down there and hit that hardwood hard. And his body is not responding correctly to it because you got to be able to play 80-ish games if you're going to be Black Jesus. I know he's in a town that is basketball mad for the Grizzlies, and there's no other competition in town except for the basketball team at Memphis, the University of. But he's starting to think, I'm Elvis, too. You know, I'm taking over, right? I'm going to take over. I'm going to be bigger than Elvis, and he might be able to be. So I'm going to give him his kudos first. The kudos were, I don't know how he pulled this off. He managed to win Most Improved Player last year. Most Improved Player after you were the 2nd pick in the draft. And you start off you shoot 33.5% from three your first year. Then you tail completely off your sophomore year to 30.3%. And then you bounce back and you go 34.4, which is still not great,
right.
but at least he improved.
Right.
He improved so much. He improved his shooting from the floor all the way up to 50%.
Right.
That the writers or the broadcasters, the media people said, that's the most improved player. Well, that
should have been Jordan Poole or Desmond Bain or somebody like that. That award belongs to somebody like that.
Well, he wanted to give it to Desmond Bain because I thought Desmond Bain actually had a long way to come to get to most improved. But the point is, he did win it. He did make second team All NBA, which is pretty great. He made his first All-Star team. I'm good. I'm not good with missing those games during the regular season or the postseason especially. And by the way, just for the record, without Black Jesus during the regular season, at one point they were 21-6 without it. 21-6? How do you do that?
Right.
And then you look at, they drafted that kid out of Tennessee, and I watched him a lot, especially against my school, Vanderbilt, but that Kennedy Chandler. He's got a little bit of jaw in him, and they took him in the second round. Then they gave him the most guaranteed money any second rounder American has ever gotten in the second round.
Right.
They just signed him yesterday to that. So they need backup. They need Tyus Jones because they're not sure if Black Jesus is going to be available all the time.
Yes.
Well, if you're that guy, you got to be able to heal yourself.
Well, he plays a different type of game, Skip. His game is played above the rim. AI didn't play above the rim. AI was tremendous.
I don't know. He got up there pretty good. But
his game more like Derrick Rose. And Derrick Rose, Skip, and Derrick Rose was never the same after he had that injury. People don't realize how great Derrick Rose was MVP. He's the youngest MVP in the history of the NBA. That's how great Derrick Rose was.
Hey,
and he was explosive.
Spurs when they were the Spurs, and he just destroyed them.
He was explosive. Yeah. And this kid is like that, Skip. And when you play that kind of explosive ball game, man, that's like 82 games to elevate like that, way up and then way up and then it takes a toll on your body.
And finally, game one at home, you had home court over Golden State. I thought you could beat Golden State, but you had the ball in your hands at the end of the game, and Clay made a sweet little move and left, who was it, Desmond Clark, I think, just came off him. And pushed you a little outside the lane, and he shot his usual up and under runner, and he lost the angle.
Well, if Minnesota had half a brain, they supposed to have to beat the Grizz. Because they had big lead. They had a 20-something point lead, a 16-point lead, and lost both games.
They did. I got it, and I agree. But in the end, I do love his future.
Yeah.
But you got to stay a little bit grounded, and you got to do more. You got to hit a last-second shot that beats Golden State.
Well, I mean, I guess he reading KD tweets because KD said he a god. So y'all talking to a god. So I guess that's the new thing. Skip, that's the new theme. NBA players are really good with. They refer to themselves as Jesus and God. Okay.
He did do laugh cry emoji after he saw he was trending because I think when he said I'm Black Jesus to the woman, he's being a little sarcastic, just a little bit, right? Does he kind of believe it? Yeah, he probably does.
Of course he does. But I think he's surprised, like, you don't know who I am.
Right.
And she sincerely does not know who he is. She like, you play college, you play college, or you play football. And I'm looking at him, I know damn well he ain't playing what he gonna play in football? He not even gonna be the kicker. The kicker's got a little bit more muscle than Josh, so I already know. I'm thinking maybe a track guy, but he got, maybe he's a sprinter or something, or a distance runner. But I'm not thinking football, and she sincerely does not know who he is. And then you can see the pure excitement. You that boy? That's you? Yeah. And see, like, I cannot believe this man is sitting in my station.